Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Psalms 142. Let's get started now. Psalm 142 is a prayer of David during a time when he was hiding in a cave from his enemies. This psalm reflects the desperation and distress David was experiencing and his plea for God's help and deliverance. The psalm is divided into three sections: David's plea for help, verses 1 to 3, his acknowledgment of God's goodness, verses 4 to 7, and his renewed plea for deliverance, verse 7. In the first section, David cries out to God, acknowledging that he is in a desperate situation and that no one is there to help him. He recognizes that God is the only one who can provide him with the help he needs. David also acknowledges that his enemies have set a trap for him and that he is in danger of being captured or killed. He expresses his distress and despair, asking God to listen to his cry for help. In the second section, David reflects on God's goodness and faithfulness. He remembers how God has been his refuge and strength in the past, and how God has delivered him from his enemies. David recognizes that even though he is currently in a desperate situation, God is still with him and will not abandon him. In the final section, David renews his plea for deliverance. He acknowledges that he is weak and vulnerable but trusts in God's power and goodness. David asks God to bring him out of his distress and to silence his enemies. He ends the psalm with a declaration of trust in God's goodness, expressing his confidence that God will answer his prayer. The teaching application of Psalm 142 is that even in the midst of great distress and despair, we can turn to God for help and deliverance. Like David, we can cry out to God and trust that He hears our prayers. We can also remember God's goodness and faithfulness in the past, knowing that He will continue to be with us and help us in our time of need. Additionally, Psalm 142 teaches us the importance of being honest with God about our emotions and struggles. David did not try to hide his distress or put on a facade of strength. He was completely honest with God about how he was feeling. We can follow David's example and be authentic with God in our prayers, trusting that He is a loving and compassionate Father who cares about our well-being. Overall, Psalm 142 is a reminder that no matter what situation we find ourselves in, we can always turn to God for help and deliverance. As we trust in God's goodness and faithfulness, we can have confidence that He will hear our prayers and provide us with the help we need. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.